I am from Zimbabwe, but I live in South Africa. And I come from an organization that is called Zimbabwe Anti-Sanctions Movement. Now, the relevance of Southern Africa being involved in this particular meeting is that we are the victims of this GMO. And the reason we are victims is that South Africa was the first country on the African continent to accept GMOs. And when they accepted GMOs, they accepted it at an interesting time, 1979, when South Africa declared war on the entire SADC region in Africa because they did not want these independent African countries to then liberate South Africa and remove apartheid. And as part of their strategy, they created what was called the National Defense Council. The National Defense Council then said we need to find ways to neutralize Africans and African populations, and we need to find how to do it utilizing business, military, and also science and genetics. They created an institution that is called SAGENE, or SAGENE. SAGENE was going to create genetic materials that were going to be used to attenuate African populations and to kill Africans. And that is where the strategy for genetic modification for South Africa came from, and that is also where the use of HIV that was injected in SADC was also created. Now, many of you would know that there's an institution called CIMA that has got commanders of that institution that have begun to admit that they deliberately injected HIV into Africans. But what they do not say is that they also decided to use genetic engineering on food and diseases to also affect Africans. And that's why you see that Southern Africa has the highest rate of HIV in the world. But not only that, they are the biggest users of genetically engineered foods. And Zimbabwe is an importer of this genetically engineered food. It has the highest cancer death rate in the world currently because of these GMOs that contain glyphosate and that are engineered to target certain ethnicities. And so we want you guys here in West Africa to understand that we, coming from the area that still has the highest number of white people on this continent, understand that there's a weaponization of food, a weaponization of disease, and these are coming together to attenuate our immunity, to cause cancers in our bodies, and to allow these opportunistic infections and HIVs to affect us because our immunity has been compromised. And so before I finally finish, the attenuation of our immunity did not start only with these GMOs. It started with the hybrids before the GMOs. They come with less nutritional value. They come with certain elements and minerals that are missing. And now with the genetic engineering, they can actually remove entire nutrients out of the GMOs to attenuate. So we've been to court fighting companies that want to bring these GMOs. And we have gone and met judges that were not friendly because there were no policies in Southern Africa against these GMOs. Your parliament is currently sitting to make policies and framework. Do not waste this opportunity. Do not follow the direction that Southern Africa has gone because you do not want to see the HIV, cancers, and disease rate that we are finding. And then finally, you need to also understand that there's an economic cost to this. When you begin to use GMOs, you in Nigeria understand you eat most of your food from rural farmers. Rural farmers will not be able to grow those foods the moment they have to use seeds that cannot reproduce and patented seeds. And these patented seeds become more expensive over time once they've eliminated the natural seeds. We know this because Limagrain did it in Europe. Limagrain eliminated tomato seeds. After eliminating tomato seeds, they started selling tomato seeds, hybrid seeds, at 60,000 euros a kg, all the way up to 400,000 euros a kg. Can we afford here in Nigeria to have maize seeds sold at 60,000 euros a kg? Can we afford for the cost of seeds, a kg of seeds, to sell for the price of gold? We cannot. So we need to stop this food colonialism that is coming with dependency being created by these seeds that cannot reproduce, and continue to go back to our traditional seeds. Thank you so much.